What's happening with y'all, man? Hope y'all are doing well. Alhamdulillah. I'm hitting the profitable dance right now. Y'all want to hit this too? Then watch the video. Let's get into it. Alright, we're going to be talking about Fibonacci retracement and how to really use it, man. A lot of people don't know how to use this tool. It's actually pretty good. I'm about to start using it a little more with my strategy. As you guys know, I only play higher time frame biases and supply and demand. I'll drop another video on supply and demand later too, but let's get into how to use Fib. So, you're going to go ahead and find a base of whatever you're playing. So, what a base is pretty much just finding the top and the bottom of whatever structure that is in your face on the most probable time frame that it's reacting off of. So here, we can see that it's reacting off of near this monthly low level of around 397, 398, 395. So we know around 395 to 398, it's a very probable bounce point because of the price reaction we got near these monthly wicks. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a zone from the bottom of this to the top of this middle wick here. Boom. Okay, so that's a zone there. Next, we're going to go from the top wick here to the second candle here, and that's going to be another zone as well. And I'll make this one a tiny bit bigger. I'll make this one bigger too. There we go. And now these are the zones here. Alright. Now that we have our zones drawn, we're not going to go over to something like a 4-hour time frame. So once you guys after you guys have drawn your zone on the higher time frames, guys, please make sure you're doing your higher time frame work first. My gosh, I can't express this enough. Higher time frames first. Higher time frames first. Higher time frames first. You scale down. Scale down. Higher time frames first. So it should be going from the monthly to the weekly to the daily to the 4-hour to the 1-hour. That's how it's supposed to go, guys. Inshallah. From the monthly to the weekly to the daily to the 4-hour to the 1-hour. That is the best way to scale down, in my opinion, that I have found. You don't need to be on the lower time frames, honestly. It's going to do nothing but just cause you guys to get burned continuously, and a lot of you don't know how to abuse it. If you're a really good trader and you understand supply and demand, liquidity, pretty much just ICT, I don't really like using that term, but if you understand ICT pretty much, you can do really well in the lower time frames on something like futures, but something like options where there's theta, a bunch of other factors as well, and it pretty much just gives you the easiest time on futures and forex. You want to be swing trading, honestly. And even if you're just in the trade for like a day, the price action you're going to get from the monthly and weekly levels compared to other levels is going to be absolutely astronomical. So instead of you getting chopped around in the middle, you guys are going to be buying the actual key levels that exist. And yeah, so let me clean my camera real quick because it's a little dirty. Make sure y'all can see me, man. But yeah, so yeah, that's that. So that's how you guys should be scaling down. Cool. Alright, so anyways, back to Fib. So, after we've scaled down from the monthly here, we can go over to the weekly. So you guys can kind of draw it on whatever time frame you want, honestly. You can draw it from the 4-hour if you guys do wish, just to see the levels a bit clearer if you want. But I'll go ahead and I'll draw it from the daily. So, or we'll see what it looks like when we draw from the monthly here. So, we're going to go ahead and grab Fib, guys, just to go ahead and show you guys an easier, clean view. If you guys are playing calls, you guys are going to want to start at the top, and you guys are going to drag it down. Make sure you guys are starting from all the way to the left too, and you guys are going to pull down to the right. So click at the top of structure, pull down, make sure 0 is at the bottom, guys, if you guys are looking for calls. Drag it over to the right. Make sure it's at the bottom and the top. Make sure 0% is at the bottom, and make sure 100% is at the very top. Then you guys are going to click and place it down. And it should be looking like this. So once price is looking like this, you guys can go ahead and hop over to the smaller time frames. You can check it out and see what it looks like on the weekly. You can check it out and you can see what it looks like on the daily here. And you can see what it looks like on the 4-hour too. So this is how you guys use Fib effectively. So as you guys can see, these levels are very, very, very accurate, and Fib pretty much just does a lot of the work for you, to be honest. It's not going to be exactly 100% pixel perfect every single time, but Fib is going to, and no indicator is. Don't think there's a single indicator out there that's going to give you pixel perfect entries, because there's not. Stop thinking that. Anyways, if you do think that, don't think that anymore, please, for the sake of yourself. But yeah, so once Fib is drawn, guys, you guys can see that these levels have been made, and that these are very reactive levels, guys. So, as you guys can see, we do have the swing points and liquidity indicator on, which is definitely one of my personal favorites. So as you guys can see, we definitely have lots of 1 hour structure plays coming in between these Fibonacci levels. Boom, 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 having lows stop here. So you guys, especially if you're on futures, you can just dominate using Fib. It's actually pretty OP in my opinion. So we're almost having a Microsoft re-entry here. So I'll show you guys how to use it on another example. So once again, let's go to the monthly. I'll pull up some futures here. Let's go ahead and head over to YM. Looks like YM reacted off of this monthly low zone near here. So let's go ahead and draw a Fib. So once again, we're looking for calls. So I'm going to be drawing it like this. And then I'm going to be dropping it down. And place it down. My fault, guys. I was mad focused. My apologies. So when you guys are placing down Fibonacci, you want to be making sure that it's at the tippity top as much as possible. Try to make sure it's as pixel perfect as you guys can draw it, so you can have the most accurate levels. So yeah, remember, if you guys want calls, start from the top and draw all the way down from the bottom. Vice versa. My apologies for the cough, guys. But yeah, as you guys can see, swing points of liquidity showing you extremely, extremely easy and accurate levels. Start from the monthly, guys. Please draw a Fib from the monthly. It makes it so easy and makes it just so clean, guys. So boom, as you can see, these levels are pretty accurate as well. We can hop down to a smaller time frame and we'll see tons of 1 hour structure setups. Boom, 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 boom. A lot of these that you guys can play, and you guys can pretty much just use this to farm free money, honestly. So yeah, it's pretty nice. It is nice. That's how you use Fibonacci. It's extremely, extremely, extremely useful in a bunch of scenarios. We'll keep just doing some more homework, another test. This is NQ I had drawn out. I'll take off my levels and I'll draw it off Fib. So I'll go ahead and I have Fib here. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw it. I'm gonna start at the tippity top because I'm looking for a calls bias here. I believe we're gonna bounce again. I don't think we're gonna keep dumping, but I could be wrong. But still, whatever you guys are looking for. If you're looking for puts, then draw from the bottom. But still, I'll show you guys that too. But still, remember, top to bottom. So make sure you guys drag it all the way to the right as well. Try to get it as pixel perfect as possible. Boom. Place it down. So after it's placed down, you guys can go ahead and scale down to something like a 4 hour time frame. You guys can zoom out. And you guys are going to see very, very accurate levels here. Boom, 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 boom. We'll scale down to the 1 hour. And we're going to see tons of ping pong setups that you guys are going to be able to farm. Boom. Price came down here to the low. Had a nice reaction back down here. You know, just farming these ranges, guys. Farming the ranges. Farming the ranges. Farming the ranges. You know, price had a breakout here. Started traveling down. Had a little bit of a retest. But now price is going to start to travel back down here. Inshallah, back down to the monthly low. So yeah, guys. That's how you use Fibonacci retracement. It's extremely, extremely, extremely easy. Don't be confusing yourself. Keep it simple. Another thing I'm going to show you guys about as well too is the percentages. The technicals of it doesn't really matter too much. You guys can Google it if you guys want. But pretty much Fibonacci, comes from a sequence. The Fibonacci sequence is a sequence in which each number is the sum of the two preceding ones. So yeah, so pretty much it's like a multiplicative sequence that just somehow works in trading. So yeah, because many things have dimensional properties, so that adhere to the golden ratio of 1.618. So because of that, this just ends up working out and the levels just end up filling out. That's where you guys get the term fair value gaps from. So if you guys ever hear of that, then yeah, that's where you get that from. You guys can also turn on another indicator. It's called auto fib retracement. I personally wouldn't use this just because of the fact that it might confuse you guys and it might throw you off. So I would just use the higher time frame retracement. It's a lot cleaner, and it's something that you guys can draw out, and it's something that you would definitely prefer once you get better as a trader. So yeah, you'll see percentages. You guys can change the colors by clicking on the little settings gear and changing the colors over here. I like my 0% purple, so I have it on that. And yeah, you guys can change the things to whatever you guys want. I have mine on percent instead of values. These are these numbers to the left here, so you guys can have it on whatever you choose. And yeah, you guys can extend it to the left if you want, even further. And yeah, you guys can just play around with it however you do please. And yeah, it's a very cool tool. It's on TradingView. It's on a lot of things, and that's how you use Fib. So link in the description below. Subscribe if you guys want, inshallah. And inshallah, get with me for mentorship. You guys can subscribe for my Calendly link. I don't charge you the first time. We'll just talk, see about your experience, and see if you make a good fit for my mastermind program. And we're flexible on payments, so I'll work with you guys with whatever you have in your budget. So yeah. And yeah, so get with me for signals as well. Well, let's dominate, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Inshallah. Keep God first. Peace.
If this video has helped you but you're still in need of further guidance, make sure you join the Stackmode Trading Discord using the link in the description below. Here, you'll have access to speak with me personally, as well as you'll gain access to the Stackmode trading signals. These signals are usable for stock options, futures, and cryptocurrency, so everyone is welcome to join. Here, you'll also find the link for my one-on-one mentorship, where we'll discuss on how to get the best entries, we'll chat about strategy and risk management, and get your discipline and technicals in place. If you guys are ready to change your lives and become profitable traders, then inshallah, sign up with me and let's do it.